The two brand new Walking Dead spin-offs have come and went, and even though Daryl Dixon seemed to get more positive reviews and the people tended to enjoy that spin-off more, which spin-off actually had the higher viewership? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. That's what we're going to have a look at today. So we're on Wikipedia. We're just going to go through both shows, Dead City and Daryl Dixon, going to compare the ratings episode by episode, and then we're going to break down what the overall average viewership was. Now, I've had some people say that towards the end of each spin-off, the Daryl Dixon show performed better in the ratings, and while by performing better, the ratings tended to go up for Daryl Dixon, you can't deny that. Overall, Dead City still had higher rated episodes, and I think it would be a little bit misleading just to say that the Daryl Dixon show crushed Dead City in the ratings simply because towards the end its ratings improved and Dead City's declined. Overall, I think Dead City still had a much higher viewership for the 6 episodes, but we're going to look at it here today. So episode 1 for Dead City was called Old Acquaintances, and episode 1 for Daryl Dixon was called La Main Perdue. And as we can see, Daryl Dixon's show did a 0.631 million views, so that's not bad, I get. Well, who are we kidding? Let's be real, I think the ratings are disappointing for both shows, and I doubt The Walking Dead will be happy with either of the show's ratings. I think they disappointed big time. I was expecting millions. Remember, last time The Walking Dead was on, with The Walking Dead used to be getting like 17 million back in Season 6, Season 7. I mean, we can't even get anywhere close to that. I think the fact that they couldn't even get 1 million in the premiere was embarrassing. But yeah, Daryl Dixon episode 1 got 6.31, and Dead City started off at over 700,000, so they got 704. Moving into episode 2 for Dead City, who's there, they got 0.76, so 706,000 viewers, slightly up on the premiere. So you can see that they have maintained most of the audience, and they've got a couple more thousand, 20,000 to be precise, or 2,000 even. So it's very close, but you know they managed to maintain the audience that tuned in the premiere. Whereas we look at Daryl Dixon, episode 2, Alouette, and it went down to 0.564, so 564,000 viewers. That is a massive decrease, almost lost 100,000 viewers. Now, 100,000 viewers isn't that much when you're getting 17 million, but when you're starting off at just over 600,000, losing 100,000 viewers is insane, and that's a massive drop off. So here we can see after 2 episodes, it's a clear winner. After 2 episodes, Daryl Dixon is trailing behind Dead City, and at this point, Dead City has won both episode 1 and episode 2. Move on to episode 3 for Dead City, it got 0.681. Again, another really solid number in comparison to what they have done throughout the series. It did drop after the first 2, but it is still not bad, and it's still higher than what Daryl Dixon did, because Daryl Dixon only did a 0.649, although this 0.649 to date was the highest episode rating that Daryl Dixon done. So it's the best rating so far, 649 viewership, but still nowhere near Dead City. And it's 3-0 essentially. At this point, at the halfway point, Dead City has a 3-0 lead over Daryl Dixon in terms of viewerships. Now moving into episode 4 for Dead City, everybody wins a prize. The rating went up, 0.697, almost broke the 700,000 viewership barrier, but failed to do so. But still solid, still consistent. We can see that Dead City has pretty much kept that rating. It's been very consistent so far. Dead City is always around that 700,000 mark, so very hard to beat when it comes to Dead City. Daryl Dixon, though, did produce its best rating here of season 1 with 719,000, and strangely enough, this was also a higher viewership episode than anything Dead City produced. So up to this point, it was 3-0 Dead City, although this episode right here, La Dame de Fer, is the highest rated viewership episode out of both shows. So if you combine all 12 episodes, this one was the highest rated with a 719,000 viewership. So that's it. It's 3-1 now. For the first time in Season 1, Daryl Dixon has outperformed Dead City. Let's check Episode 5 then. The stories we tell ourselves back into 700,000. So again, here we go. 701,000, creep just above the 700,000 mark. It's another solid episode. It's another consistent episode. And again, Dead City just doesn't seem to waver. It's always around that 700,000 mark. So Dead City definitely has the consistency. We move into Daryl Dixon, and you can see a big drop off then. From episode 4, they lost almost again 100,000 viewers. So they lost 100,000 viewers from episode 1 to 2, and they've done it again here from episode 4 to 5. So for some reason, Daryl Dixon, the show just drops off big time. Is it bad episodes making people tune out? I'm not too sure, but you can tell with Dead City up to this point, it's been very consistent, whereas with Daryl Dixon, it's been up and down. And it's kind of strange that they went from just doing, the best episode to one of the worst in terms of viewership. So it's 4-1 to Dead City right now, and then we move in to the last episode, the finale, and this is where Dead City dropped the ball. Doma Sumo, it got 618,000, easily the lowest viewership for Season 1 of Dead City by a country mile. Just way behind the other episodes. I'm not sure why this was the case, but it's insane because if you add up, what's crazy here is if you add up all the difference in viewership between the first 5 episodes. So say for example, episode 1, you got 2,000 people difference here. Then you've got between episode 2 and episode 3, you have 25,000, so 27,000. And then between episode 4 and 3, you've got another 16, add your 25, 41,000, and then 4,000. So between the first 5 episodes, there was a 49,000 difference in viewership swing. So sometimes it went up, sometimes it went down, but the entire difference in viewership was 49,000 after 5 episodes. And then the jump from 6 to the next lowest rate episode is insane. You look at that, it's 63,000. So there was a massive loss for the finale. Why? I do not know. And then if we look at Daryl Dixon, it did go up to 688. Again, not that high. I think that's still that would be the second lowest compared to. Alright, so it would be above Dead City. So if you compare the finale for Daryl Dixon, there was 4 episodes in Dead City that were viewed higher than the Daryl Dixon finale. So Daryl Dixon takes this one if you compare it with both finales. But yeah, overall, Dead City did seem to get higher viewership. However, Daryl Dixon had the highest viewer rated episode with a 719. And overall, I did the maths. Dead City had an average viewership of, I had it here in paint somewhere, 684,000. That was the highest. No, not the highest. That was the average viewed episode. So 646 for Daryl Dixon. And for Dead City, it was 684. So on average, it was a 38,000 per episode viewership difference. So on average, for each episode, Daryl Dixon was 38,000 less than Dead City. So you can make a case that Daryl Dixon finished stronger and that more people tuned into the finale of Daryl Dixon than they did Dead City. But overall, Dead City still had more viewers. They had a higher average viewers. And in terms of head-to-head episodes, they beat Daryl Dixon by 4-2. So, I mean, it is what it is. I think Dead City, overall, probably, despite whether you think it was better, sure or not, Dead City did have the higher rating, so it is what it is. Just wanted to make this quick video because I know it's been dragged out and I've mentioned ratings about 1 million times, Daryl Dixon, Dead City. I'm getting that confused. There's so many Walking Dead shows that I've ended up spitting out the same words over and over, but you get the point, guys. Dead City did higher viewership than Daryl Dixon. That was the whole point of the video I was trying to make. Anyway, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.